here. I want to do a video because it's something that I've kind of learned about since I've been in business for 3 years. Now granted, 3 years ain't that long, but I have learned quite a bit. And there's one thing I want to share with you guys. The topic is basically about, your business and the role that social media plays in your business, right? So, and I don't know how long this video is going to stay relevant, because Earth is changing, right? Our societies, they're changing constantly, no matter what. There's only one constant, and that's change, right? They put a mute on my notifications. You didn't get a mute? You didn't get a notification, Blake? No big surprise there. Get out of that new truck. Don't worry, Joey. This is short-lived. I won't be in it forever. So I've noticed, and I know a lot of people have noticed this. Not just me. I mean, a ton of people I've noticed that the social media giants, like Facebook, YouTube, Google, Twitter, all those social media giants, those big companies, they've gotten too big for their britches, right? Because they've started censoring speech. They've started, they play favorites. And it's not in the dark anymore. They don't discreetly do it anymore. Now it's blatant, discrimination against conservatives and Republicans. So I don't know. Here's what I'm gonna say though. In my 3 years of business, when I first started my business out, I did use Facebook, and I did advertise on Facebook. I did that for probably about 6 months. I'd spend about $75 a month boosting my posts and stuff on Facebook. And, I did generate a little bit of revenue from it, but not anything to really brag about, nothing to really write home about. That's not where the main source of my revenue came from. I advertised on Google. I spent double the money on Google, and I got worse results on Google. I got one job from months of advertising on Google. One job. And I spent way more money than I made. I'll tell you that right now. Google, man, they took my money. They took it good, So maybe I wasn't spending enough money to make the ads worth anything, or maybe, it just wasn't, that's not what people look for on Google. So, I probably spent $100 a month, maybe $150 a month on Google, getting my posts, boosted, and, if somebody looked up like the term dump truck, my business would pop up, and that type of stuff. Is advertising on social media platforms, it's important, but it's not what's gonna make or break your business. I'm just gonna say that. It's not gonna make or break your business. Okay? What's gonna make or break your business is your work ethic, your character, and your ability to show up on time and do the work, and not complain and make a bunch of noise. That's what's gonna, it's my turn here. That's not it. That's what's going to determine whether or not your business is successful or not. You know, it has nothing to do with social media, right? I can just prove this point to you right now, because my business page has almost 600 likes on it, right? Which is a buttload of likes for like a dump trucking business or an excavation contractor. Like if I go and I look up the biggest businesses on Facebook, their Facebook page got like 200 likes or 300 likes, maybe, you know, they're small time compared to what I have. But how much work is Facebook generating for me? You know, basically zero. You know, it was a tool. It was very useful to get my name out there to people that knew me, but I didn't associate with on a daily basis. So they got the message, oh, Brian does dump trucking now, you know? Like, it definitely helps for getting your name out there, per se, but it's not, people aren't going to do business with you because you got a Facebook page with, you know, 600 likes. That's not what it's going to come down to. So what it comes down to is your character and your, you know, your willingness to do the work and the price and all that jazz. That's what it comes down to. So I've decided, you know, I'm probably going to delete my Facebook, mainly because, you know, it's the same, like, it's basically brainwashing people. Like, and people waste so much time on Facebook every single day. It's ridiculous. Like, and all you're looking at is ads. Like, you're not even, nowadays, you're not even looking at anything that's worth anything to look at anymore. You're not looking at your friends, families, postings. You're not looking at, you know, you know, whoever did what, you know. It's not about that anymore. It's about brainwashing. You know, it's about living a certain type of life, you know, that they want you to live. They want you to have a certain opinion. They want you to have, you know, everything is their way or the highway, you know, and it's very clear. I mean, if you don't see it, then you've already been brainwashed or you're brain dead. You know, that's just, I hate to say it, but that's where it's at. You know, it's so sad that to see that's what the media has come to, you know, that only the left side of the fence is the view that we're allowed to see now. Only the left side of the fence is what we're allowed to share now. You know, if you have any sort of conservative or free thinking, you're banned. Let me catch up on these comments now that I'm parked. Good morning, Brian. Damn, my membership must have expired. How did it expire, Joey? What the flip? No, I was watching another video, and when I was looking to see what was new, I seen yours. I get a banner notification. What is your daily rate if you was to do on-site work with your excavator? I don't really charge a daily rate, Blake, but what I charge is 120 bucks an hour with a 6-hour minimum is typically what I charge for the excavator. But now I'm slowly moving away from the hourly rate, and I'm going more towards the bidding, because I feel like I'm finally getting a sense of, I know what is worth what, you know. I know what is going to be worth it and what's going to be lucrative, and I'm starting to take a little more risks on that side of things. So I took all the rates off my business page, and I'm going to take them off my website, because I'm not really going to do the rates anymore. It's more of a bidding thing that I'm going to be doing. And it's definitely going to be based on an hourly rate, but it's I'm not going to give them the option to just pay by the hour, because, you know, a lot of people don't even want to pay you by the hour, for number one. And number two, they just want to know what the price is. Just give me the price. That's what people want. They just want the price. They don't care if it hurts. They just want the price. And so I'm done with the hourly thing, you know, because they don't operate equipment, so they don't know how long it's going to take. So they have this roadblock in their brain that's saying, oh, this could take 100 million hours. Like, they don't know. Like, and they don't, you know, a lot of people don't want to be paying you on an hourly rate because they think you're going to go slower or this or that, you know, and they don't want the risk. So it's just better for me to just say, okay, it's going to be this, you know. And basically what that's going to be is, you know, I'm probably going to charge, you know, a minimum of roughly about $1,000 to show up and do something. If it takes 3 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours, that's not my fault. That's not my problem. You know, I've gotten the speed down because of my experience, so they're going to have to pay for that experience. And how do I do that? I just charge them, basically, you know, say, okay, well, if I'm showing up, it's going to be around $1,000 to do something basic, you know. And what that was before is I always charged, you know, 6 hour minimum, $120 an hour. That's $720, right? So I charged, you know, when I first started, $720 just for me to show up and do something. Excuse me. Normally I could get it done under 6 hours, no problem. You know, and people were always like, man, I wish I could have just paid you 3 hours to do that, you know. And it's like, yeah, but you're forgetting that it took me an hour to get here, half an hour to strap my machine down at my place, half an hour to unload it at your place, half an hour to load it back up at your place, and another half an hour to unload it at my place. You know, so like they don't see that time, and they don't care about it because, you know, they just don't care about it. So let me shut this truck off so I'm not just over. This thing's gonna beep really loud. So maybe if I shut it off first, then it won't make the beeping noise. We'll see. So I've decided, you know, I switched over to Parler for my social media, but I think they're probably I think their website's gonna be down for, you know, a week or something, because they were on Amazon's what do you call it, mainframe, whatever. I'm not a computer geek, so I don't really know what it's called, their servers and stuff. So they're gonna shut down for a week because Amazon is kicking them off. Google is, you know, blocking them, you know, and they're basically the only ones that are like, okay, I mean, come on, we need freedom of thought here. We need free speech. So, you know, I'm switching to Parler. It's vanduyndt if you're interested in that. I'm gonna be on there. I'm not gonna be on there probably every day because, you know, like I said before, social media was a way for me to get my name out there in the beginning, but now my business, like, I don't really make any money at all from social media. It's just more of a drain on my time. YouTube, I still make money on YouTube, so I'm still gonna be on YouTube, even though they're communists, you know, and they don't like free thinking. So I'm probably gonna try and switch over to Rumble, but, you know, I'm still gonna be posting on YouTube. Don't get it twisted. I'm still gonna be on YouTube. You know, I've got too many videos on YouTube. I have to figure out how to download them all and then upload them all on Rumble or something. But I put in, you know, a good 4 years worth on YouTube to make the little amount of money I'm making now. I just love helping you guys out, you know, and telling you what my opinion is. It's basically YouTube, but, you know, they're not communists, you know. Kind of bonehead move by conservative Parler to have their site on servers hosted by ultra liberal Amazon. Yeah, Chaka, I mean, you say that, and I agree with you, but the problem is, you know, nobody's seen how bad the corruption was and how horrible these companies are, that they're not, they just don't believe in freedom of speech at all. Like before they would, slightly, hate on conservatives, but now it's just blatant. I mean, now it's just full on, And the problem is it's a monopoly, It really is a monopoly, okay? You got Google, you got Apple. I mean, those are like the only two you got, and they're both left. They're both on the left side of the fence. So, it's a monopoly that the big tech companies have created, and Parler is their competition, and they're going to try and squash them as big as they can, Yeah, they believe in freedom of speech only if your opinion matches theirs. So, it's just so sickening. I remember the days when I grew up, when you could say whatever the hell you wanted, and sticks and stones don't break my bones, or sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That was the saying when I was a kid, and I got bullied my whole life, and guess what? Look where I am. It never hurt me. Guess what? I got through it. Vic, all I did today was pick up a machine and drop it off. It was like 20 minutes. Now I'm over at my in-laws' house. So you could say I worked, but I mean, it was really, all I really did was just drive my dump truck to Tacoma, then to Edgewood, and now I'm back in Puyallup at my in-laws' house. I'm just so sick and tired of the, oh, if you don't agree with me, I'm going to silence you, or, oh, if you don't see things my way, I'm going to shut you down. That's so stupid. Like, can't you just, like, talk about it, I don't know. I understand they're private businesses and they have the right to do that, but exercising that right to do that is effed up, in my opinion. And I think that I have the right to take my business elsewhere, and that's what I choose to do. So I'm deleting my Facebook, and I'm going to be on Parler. Hopefully they get their server set up real soon. Yeah, I think everybody's sick of it, except for the liberals, those, American communists. They love it, they love it, seeing Donald Trump banned from Twitter and this and that. But I'm sick of it, If somebody doesn't agree with you, then don't look at their stuff, It's that easy, It's not about canceling somebody. It's just mind your own damn business then, So that's where I'm at, guys. Anyway, so social media is, it's nice to get your business going, but it's not gonna keep your business going if you solely, if you're only working off of social media, then you've got problems, right? Because what that is somebody else's business is dictating whether or not your business is successful or not, right? And so if you're conservative like me, they're going to shadow ban you, and you're not going to get anything done, and you might even be paying them to shadow ban you. So, I mean, that sounds pretty stupid, but that's what it's come to. So, don't rely on those businesses to run your business. That's just what I'm going to say. So, to the in-laws house. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.